The door slammed shut with a force that rattled the family portraits on the wall, echoing through the spacious living room of the Hargrove mansion in suburban Chicago. "Get out! You're no son of mine!" bellowed Richard Hargrove, his face flushed with rage, veins bulging in his neck as he pointed toward the exit. Alex Hargrove, 28 and trembling, stood frozen, his secret exposed in the worst way possible. A misplaced phone message from his lover, Jordan, that his father had stumbled upon while borrowing his device. Alex had always known this day might come, but the brutality of it hit like a freight train. He grabbed his coat and keys, his mother's tear-streaked face blurring in his vision as she whispered, "Alex, please." But there was no pleading with Richard, the patriarch whose conservative values had built a multimillion-dollar real estate empire from nothing. As Alex stepped into the cold November night, the weight of disownment settled on him like a shroud. He drove aimlessly for hours, ending up at Jordan's cramped apartment in the city, where he collapsed into his arms, sobbing. "It's over," Alex whispered. "Everything's gone." Jordan held him tight, his own heart breaking. They'd been together for 2 years, stealing moments in the shadows of Alex's double life. Jordan, a 30-year-old software engineer from a more accepting family in California, had urged Alex to come out months ago, but Alex had hesitated, fearing exactly this. "We'll figure it out," Jordan said, stroking Alex's hair. "You're not alone." But even as he said it, doubt crept in. Jordan had his own career, his own stability. How long could he support Alex through the storm? The next morning, Alex woke to the harsh reality of his new life. His bank accounts tied to the family business were frozen. His credit cards declined at the coffee shop. He called the family lawyer only to be met with a curt, "Mr. Hargrove has instructed us to sever all ties." Desperation set in. Alex applied for jobs, but his resume screamed privilege, Harvard grad, VP at Hargrove Realty. Who would hire the fallen heir? He crashed on Jordan's couch, the tension building as days turned to weeks. Small arguments erupted. Jordan's frustration at Alex's reluctance to fight back, Alex's resentment at feeling like a burden. One evening, as snow blanketed the city, Alex scrolled through job listings when his phone buzzed. It was an email from an old college friend, Mark, now a journalist at the Chicago Tribune. "Heard about the blow-up. Sorry, man. If you need anything." Alex hesitated, then typed back, spilling just enough. Mark's response was swift. "This sounds like a story. Family empire homophobia. It's got legs." Alex's stomach twisted. Expose his father? Betray the family that had just betrayed him? But the seed was planted. Meanwhile, back at the mansion, Richard seethed. His wife, Elena, pleaded for reconciliation. "He's our son, Richard. This isn't the 1950s. But Richard, shaped by a rigid upbringing in the Midwest, saw Alex's orientation as a moral failing, a threat to the legacy he'd built. "He chose this path," Richard growled. "Let him live with it." Unbeknownst to him, cracks were forming in the empire. A major deal with a tech firm was faltering, whispers of financial irregularities circulating among board members. Alex met Mark at a dingy diner, the clatter of plates masking their conversation. "If we go public, it could force his hand," Mark said. "But it'll burn bridges forever." Alex nodded, torn. The moral dilemma gnawed at him. Was revenge worth the destruction? That night, in Jordan's arms, he confessed his plan. Jordan's eyes widened. "Alex, this could ruin everything. Think about what you're sacrificing." But Alex, fueled by hurt, replied, "They sacrificed me first." As the weeks dragged on, Alex took a menial job at a coffee shop, the humiliation stinging. Customers who once courted him for real estate deals now barely glanced his way. Jordan's patience wore thin. Late nights at work became excuses, a distance growing. One argument escalated. "You're letting this consume you," Jordan shouted. "We're supposed to be building a life together." Alex fired back. "How when I have nothing?" The door slammed again, this time Jordan storming out. Alone, Alex stared at his reflection, questioning every choice. Had hiding his truth been the real betrayal? Or was fighting back now the path to redemption? The city lights flickered outside, a reminder of the world moving on without him. The article hit the stands like a bombshell. Hargrove Heir Disowned, a tale of family, fortune, and forbidden love, blared the headline on the Chicago Tribune's front page. Alex's heart pounded as he read it in the coffee shop break room. His words twisted just enough to protect him legally, but expose the raw truth. Richard's phone exploded with calls. Investors, partners, even old friends expressing concern. Elena called Alex in tears. "What have you done? Your father's furious." Richard stormed into his office, slamming the paper down. "That ungrateful." He cut himself off, rage boiling. The board meeting that afternoon was tense. Whispers of boycotts from progressive clients filled the air. Hargrove Realty, once a pillar of Midwestern conservatism, now faced a PR nightmare. Richard's trusted advisor, Harold, pulled him aside. "We need damage control. Apologize publicly. Bring him back." But Richard's pride held firm. "Over my dead body." Alex, meanwhile, fielded interview requests, his story going viral on social media. Support poured in from LGBTQ+ groups, but so did hate mail. Jordan returned that night, conflicted. "I'm proud of you for standing up," he said. "But this is escalating. What if it backfires?" Alex pulled him close, their kiss a momentary anchor in the chaos. Yet, doubt lingered. Was this empowerment or vengeance? As the fallout intensified, Alex received an unexpected call from his sister, Mia, the only sibling who'd secretly supported him. "Dad's losing it," she whispered. "The tech deal's collapsing because of the bad press. Investors are pulling out." Guilt washed over Alex. Had he gone too far? He met Mia in a park, bundled against the wind. "I didn't mean to destroy everything," he admitted. Mia hugged him. "You didn't. He did by pushing you away. But Alex, fix this. For all of us." That conversation sparked a shift. Alex reached out to Jordan's network, landing a freelance consulting gig in tech. It wasn't much, but it was independence. Their relationship steadied, late-night talks revealing deeper layers. Jordan's own past rejection by friends, Alex's fear of abandonment. But societal pressures mounted, anonymous threats online, judgmental stares in public. One night, at a gay bar fundraiser for his cause, Alex spotted a familiar face. An old family associate, glaring. "You're tearing down a good man," the associate snarled. Alex retorted, "A good man wouldn't disown his son." Back home, Richard faced his own reckoning. Elena issued an ultimatum. Reconcile or lose me too. The empire teetered. Audits revealed minor embezzlements by a VP, amplified by the scandal. Richard drank alone, memories of Alex as a boy flashing. Proud moments now tainted. Was his son's choice really worth this ruin? Alex's moral compass wavered. He confided in Jordan. "Maybe I should retract it all." Jordan shook his head. "No, you've awakened something. People are talking about change." But the cost was evident. Sleepless nights, strained love. A betrayal loomed when Jordan admitted to confiding in a coworker about their fights. Words twisted back to Alex's gossip. Trust cracked. "How could you?" Alex yelled. Jordan pleaded. "I needed to vent. We're in this together." The tension peaked at a family intervention Mia orchestrated. Richard refused to attend, but Elena came, hugging Alex fiercely. "He loves you, deep down." Alex broke down. "Then why does it hurt so much?" As they parted, Alex glimpsed hope, but the path ahead was fraught with more confrontations. The lawsuit papers arrived via certified mail, shattering the fragile calm. Richard had sued the Tribune for defamation, dragging Alex into the fray as a witness. "He's forcing my hand," Alex told Jordan, crumpling the document. The legal battle promised to expose every intimate detail. Texts, photos, the raw underbelly of their family rift. Jordan's face paled. "This could destroy us both. My job? Tech firms hate scandals." Alex hired a pro bono lawyer from an LGBTQ plus advocacy group, a sharp woman named Lisa who saw the case as a landmark. "We'll countersue for emotional distress," she said. "Turn the tables." Preparations consumed Alex. Depositions, evidence gathering. He pored over old emails, reliving the pain. One night, exhausted, he snapped at Jordan over dinner. "You're not supporting me." Jordan exploded. "I'm terrified. What if we lose everything?" The argument ended in silence, Jordan sleeping on the couch. Society's gaze intensified. Protests formed outside Hargrove Realty. Signs reading "Love Wins," clashing with counter-protesters shouting slurs. Alex spoke at a rally, his voice steady. "This isn't just my story. It's about families torn apart by hate." Applause thundered, but inside, doubt festered. Was he a hero or a destroyer? Richard, in his boardroom fortress, plotted. He hired private investigators, uncovering Jordan's past. A brief arrest for protesting in college. "Leverage," Richard muttered to Harold. But Elena discovered the files and confronted him. "You're stooping this low? To hurt your own son." Richard's facade cracked. "I'm protecting the legacy." Elena left for a hotel, leaving him alone with his regrets. Alex and Jordan's relationship hit rock bottom when Jordan received a job offer in San Francisco. A promotion, but a move. "We could start fresh," Jordan said. Alex felt betrayed. "You're running away?" Jordan's eyes filled. "No, I'm saving us from this toxicity." The ultimatum hung. Stay and fight or leave together. Alex chose to stay, and Jordan packed, their goodbye kiss tasting of tears. "Call me when it's over," Jordan whispered. Isolated, Alex threw himself into the case. Lisa uncovered financial discrepancies in Hargrove Realty. Offshore accounts hinting at tax evasion. "This could sink him," she said. Alex hesitated. Use it? It meant total betrayal. Moral lines blurred. He confided in Mia. "If I expose this, Dad goes to jail." Mia urged mercy. "Find another way." The pretrial hearing loomed, tensions electric. Richard spotted Alex in the courthouse hallway, their eyes meeting for the first time in months. No words, just raw emotion. Anger, sorrow, unspoken pleas. As Alex walked away, a decision crystallized. He wouldn't use the dirt, but fate intervened when a whistleblower leaked the financials anonymously. Chaos ensued. Richard's empire crumbled under federal scrutiny. Alex watched the news in shock, guilt and relief warring. Had he indirectly caused this? Jordan called from the airport. "I'm not leaving. We face this together." Reconciliation sparked, but the damage was done. Federal agents raided Hargrove Realty at dawn. Boxes of files carted out under flashing lights. Richard watched from his office window, the empire he'd built over decades unraveling. "How?" he demanded of Harold, who shrugged. "The leak came from inside." But Richard knew, suspected Alex, though proof eluded him. Elena returned home, packing her own bags. "I'm done enabling this war." Alex, back with Jordan in their apartment, stared at the TV. "This wasn't me," he insisted. Jordan nodded, but doubt lingered. Their reunion was tentative, touches hesitant. "We need to rebuild trust," Jordan said. Alex agreed, but societal backlash hit hard. Lost friends, job offers withdrawn. He took a position at a nonprofit advocating for LGBTQ plus rights, channeling pain into purpose. Richard faced indictment, tax fraud, embezzlement. His lawyers advised a plea deal, but pride resisted. In a rare moment of vulnerability, he called Mia. "Tell your brother. I'm sorry." Mia relayed the message, but Alex scoffed. Too late. Yet, seeds of forgiveness stirred. He visited Elena at her sister's, their talk raw. "He was raised in a different time," she said. Alex countered. "That doesn't excuse it." The trial began, media circus in full swing. Alex testified, his voice steady as he recounted the disownment. Richard avoided his gaze, but cracks showed. A tremor in his hands. Cross-examination twisted facts. "You leaked the financials for revenge?" the defense accused. Alex denied, but the seed of doubt planted in jurors' minds. Jordan supported from the gallery, their bond strengthening through adversity. Late nights, they discussed futures. Marriage? Kids? But external pressures mounted. A homophobic attack on Alex outside the courthouse, bruises healing slower than the fear. "Is this worth it?" Alex whispered. Jordan held him. "You're changing lives." A twist emerged. The whistleblower was Harold, disillusioned by Richard's bigotry. Confronted, Harold confessed, "I couldn't watch you destroy your family." Richard's world shattered, betrayal from within. He collapsed in court, a mild heart attack sidelining proceedings. Hospital visits forced confrontations. Alex stood by Richard's bed, Elena urging, "Talk." Words tumbled. "Why couldn't you accept me?" Alex asked. Richard weakened. "I was scared of losing control." Tears flowed, a chasm bridged tentatively. "I love you, son," Richard murmured. Alex nodded, but forgiveness wasn't instant. As Richard recovered, he dropped the lawsuit, publicly apologizing in a press conference. "I was wrong. My son deserves better." Shares rebounded slightly, but the legacy shifted. Hargrove Realty pivoted to inclusive policies. Alex and Jordan celebrated quietly, but scars remained. A new conflict arose. Richard offered Alex a role back in the company. "Rebuild together," he said. Alex wavered. Accept and risk regression or forge his own path. The offer hung like a sword over Alex's head. "VP again? After everything?" Jordan asked, incredulous. They debated over dinner in a cozy Chicago bistro, the city humming outside. "It's a chance to change things from inside," Alex argued. Jordan frowned. "Or get sucked back into the toxicity." The moral quandary deepened. Forgive and integrate, or maintain distance for self-preservation. Alex met Richard at a neutral cafe, the air thick with unspoken history. "I want to make amends," Richard said, eyes earnest. "But only if you're ready." Alex probed. "What about the board?" "The old guard." Richard admitted changes. Diversity training, partnerships with LGBTQ+ orgs. Skeptical, Alex agreed to a trial period, but boundaries set. Reintegration was rocky. Whispers in hallways, judgmental glances from loyalists. Alex pushed reforms, clashing with holdouts. One VP confronted him. "You're here because Daddy felt guilty." Alex stood firm. "I'm here to fix what was broken." Home life strained too. Jordan's jealousy of time spent at work. Alex's exhaustion fueling arguments. "You're choosing them over us," Jordan accused. Alex retorted, "I'm fighting for our future." Societal echoes persisted. A viral op-ed praised Alex as a trailblazer, but hate groups targeted him online. Security became necessary, paranoia creeping in. Mia mediated family dinners, awkward but healing. Elena beamed, "This is progress." Yet, Richard's old habits surfaced. A offhand comment about traditional values, testing Alex's resolve. A major deal loomed, acquiring a rundown neighborhood for redevelopment. Alex advocated for affordable housing, inclusive spaces. Richard hesitated. Profit first. The board split, Alex's vote pivotal. He chose ethics over earnings, the deal morphing into a community win. Richard grumbled but conceded. "You're teaching me." Personal growth mirrored. Alex and Jordan attended therapy, unpacking traumas. Intimacy returned. Plans for a commitment ceremony whispered. But betrayal struck again. Mia confessed to tipping off the feds about the financials. Not Harold. "I did it to force change," she said. Alex reeled. Family deception layered on deception. Confronting Mia, anger flared. "You risked everything," she cried. "For you, to end the cycle." Forgiveness came slowly, bonds tested anew. As the year turned, Richard's health declined, a second scare prompting retirement talks. "The company's yours," he told Alex. The weight of legacy pressed. Accept and honor, or reject and redefine. Spring brought renewal, but not without final storms. Alex assumed interim CEO, navigating the empire's rebirth. Reforms flourished, pride sponsorships, inclusive hiring. Profits dipped initially, but loyalty from new demographics surged. Jordan proposed on a rooftop overlooking the skyline. "Through it all, you're my anchor." Alex said yes, their kiss sealing a hard-won future. Richard, retired, sought therapy, grappling with ingrained biases. Family gatherings normalized, laughter replacing tension. Yet, shadows lingered. A disgruntled ex-employee leaked old emails, reigniting media frenzy. Alex addressed it head-on in an interview. "We've all made mistakes. Growth is the key." The ultimate test came when a young intern confided in Alex about his own coming-out fears. Mentoring him, Alex reflected on his journey. The disownment, betrayals, sacrifices, all leading to this. Jordan's support proved unbreakable, their ceremony a celebration of resilience. As the story closed, Richard passed peacefully, his will affirming Alex's role. The legacy evolved, a testament to change. But was Alex's path of confrontation and exposure the right one, or did it cause unnecessary destruction?